Welcome back to the Doug and Commiss Show, and we have week 13, and really what we're looking at here is trash, white trash versus trash talk.
A lot of trash.
Now, let me ask you this. This game does have playoff implications, not really for you, but I know that you like to play spoiler.
Oh, I do.
And so if you beat Jake, Jake's looking like he could be in some serious trouble of missing the playoffs.
If he loses, according to Math Nerd, he's out.
Yeah, I think so. It does have some playoff implications. We'll see if you can play spoiler here. I obviously am rooting for you because I need that to happen as well. Anyway, Matt Schaub, let me throw something out to you. How do you think Jake feels about his keeper, Brian Westbrook, right now? Or really the infirmary that he has in the bench?
Number one, the infirmary is devastating his team. I mean, at one point, he was 6-2 or 6-3.
Yeah.
And sitting pretty at number 2 in the best division in football. And
debatable.
Now, he's one loss away from missing the playoffs, mainly due to Michael Turner's injury.
Yeah.
Not to mention,
Jackson.
Stewart's down, Jackson's now down with a concussion. Who's his training staff?
I don't know. Anyway, Matt Schaub versus Aaron Rodgers against Baltimore. When you look at the matchup, Matt Schaub has the better of the two matchups as far as it goes. When you look at Jacksonville giving up 19 touchdowns in the air, Jacksonville does. Now, Baltimore gives up 12 touchdowns, but they also have 12 interceptions to go along with it.
It's true.
Rodgers is going to get sacked.
No doubt.
I'm going to give this one to Schaub.
It's Rodgers hands down.
Okay.
Since Jake will see that Jacksonville can't stop the pass, he's going to run the ball. So Schaub won't be effective this week, and Rodgers hands down.
Okay. Jarius Norwood and Justin Forsett.
Forsett's awesome.
Yeah. Which I still don't understand. They're still talking when Julius Jones comes back. They're going to play him.
So
that just sounds like a stupid talk.
Forsett's the man.
Yeah. But I don't think those guys are going to stand up to Chris Johnson. And really even Jamal Charles. Let's be honest with each other. Jamal Charles has looked pretty good. So...
I lost you at Chris Johnson.
Yes, I know you did. But Chris Johnson against Indianapolis, decent matchup. I think when you played him last time, how did that go over, though?
Actually, if you go back to last year...
I'm not talking about last year.
I also had the Johnson. And Indianapolis Colts contained him 3 games in a row now. So, I don't know what to think. But I'm taking Chris Johnson.
Okay. Wide receivers, Vincent Jackson, TJ Hushmanzada. Now, Vincent Jackson started to decline a little bit here, and Hushmanzada looked pretty bad last week. So when we look at the matchups against Cleveland and San Francisco, they're actually good matchups. It's just a matter of can these guys get the ball.
I mean, that's it. The matchups are there. The defense that he's playing against, they're all there. So if there's a week where White Trash can get some points out of receivers not named Deshaun Jackson, it looks like it's going to be this week.
Okay. Donald Driver, Miles Austin, and Pierre Garçon. Where's the love for Pierre Garçon? I mean, as far as ESPN projections go,
6 points.
They're really just kind of cheating.
He hasn't scored 6 points in 4 weeks.
Yeah.
He's 10, 12, 13.
Yeah. Manning's
forcing the ball to him, and it's working.
Yep. But Donald Driver against Baltimore, when you look at that matchup, you think Baltimore not as tough as everybody thinks that they could be. The Giants for Miles Austin is a tremendous matchup.
It is.
They give up a lot of passes over the top.
Miles
Austin is the guy that can do that.
A lot of big plays.
Yep. Pierre Garçon against Tennessee is a tremendous matchup.
It is.
How many touchdowns do you think Tennessee's given up this year in the air?
In the air? 11.
20 touchdowns they have given up in the air. That's quite tremendous. Now, that means that you might as well assume that the first wide receivers, their number 1 wide receiver, Reggie Wayne's probably going to get at least 1, maybe 2.
Clark.
We got to figure Clark. Now, Garçon might be able to slip in there. Who knows?
He has the last 3 weeks.
As far as tight ends, Burtucky has 2 tight ends, Fasano and Greg Olsen. Olsen has the better of the matchups there. How do you feel about him running 2 tight ends here?
I'm a little disappointed that his team is injured. But as you look at the free agent wire, there wasn't a whole lot out there.
Yeah.
It's pretty bone bare. If that's a word? It's pretty bare out there. You're looking at Jacoby Jones, I mean, Fasano's the best he had. It's kind of sad that it's going to be such an easy win for me.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, that's the way it goes.
Zach Miller against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh about halfway in the middle as far as the tight end.
Miller time.
Yeah, so I think he could have an okay game. Broncos against KC gives up 8 points. The Bengals against Detroit, that's a better matchup there. That one could keep this matchup pretty close. Anyway, in the end, you've obviously said, and you're cocky enough to pick yourself. But let me ask you a question. Why is Lawrence Tynes still on your bench?
I like Shane Graham against Detroit.
Didn't Lawrence Tynes get his job basically ripped away from him? Have you looked at that recently?
I have.
They brought in people for trying it out to take a spot.
Been doing that for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as I know, Tynes is still going to be the man.
Okay.
But if he's not the man, I have 3 kickers.
Why?
Playoff strategery. I know you're not used to that, but I'm in them, so I have to go based on matchups.
Okay.
They're all playing the Lions in the playoffs.
That's what it is. But when you do that, you're only getting 1 point each time. You're not getting many field goals. So the Lions aren't giving up field goals. They're giving up extra points.
Yeah, but they're giving up 14 of them.
That's true. All right. In the end, I think we both are taking you in this matchup.
Give me a double.
Give you a double. So, all right. Any other closing thoughts?
Sorry, Jake.
We'll be right back.